Brazilian fans are saying their final farewells to Pelé as his open casket lies in state on the pitch of his former football club. At the wake, FIFA's president told ITV News he will ask every country in the world to name a stadium in Pelé's honour. Tomorrow, the coffin will be carried through the streets to the home of his 100-year-old mother before a private funeral, as Steve Scott reports.
In the darkness, Pelé's hearse illuminated. Fireworks to celebrate a great life and to mark his homecoming. From first light they came, thousands upon thousands, queuing quietly under a scorching Santos sun. However long their wait, and it stretched to many hours, this was no chore but an honour. Just to be here was to be part of his extraordinary story. Locals old enough to remember when Pelé actually played here, taking it all in.
What does he mean to Santos and to Brazil?
I think for Santos everything, you know, for the city and for the Brazilian football and for our country. Pelé was the first Brazilian to be known worldwide, you know.
He was one of the greatest football players, and to honor his death.
Pelé's widow and the rest of his family led the mourners today. The most powerful man in football told me about an ambitious plan in Pelé's memory.
We will ask as well every country in the world to name one of their stadiums, one of their football fields, with the name of Pelé everywhere in the world, in every country of the world. Because it's important that children in 20 years, in 50 years, in 100 years from now, they remember who Pelé was.
Inside, alone with their thoughts, almost within touching distance of a man in Brazil they call the king.
They will keep passing by through the night until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then Pelé's coffin will be driven through the streets of Santos for the final time, ahead of a private family funeral.
Candela and Mateus took 10 hours to get here and queued for another 4, but will never forget the precious seconds with a man they'd previously only admired from a distance.
Never had seen him, never seen him play, never seen him in person. That was the first time.
You're very emotional.
It's very difficult.
Pelé's final resting place is a 14-storey high cemetery just a stone's throw from the stadium, and from tomorrow a Brazilian landmark with an even greater significance. Steve Scott, ITV News, Santos.